Yeah. You would think I'm like some nerd, right? You would think I actually watch Star Wars and shit. Like I even know these songs. I don't know these damn songs, guys. I don't care about Jedis and who's this guy, Baby Yoda. I don't care about none of these fools. None of this. Good morning. Hi. Welcome back. Let's see what I got here. We're good? Yeah. Everything up and running? I gotta make sure I'm ready. Thank you to Funny Spider coming in with 10 free memberships for the channel. If you guys are here early, you got a free membership. Marantz is a machine. What up, guys? Oh, thank you so much, man. You know, there's these dudes out here. Oh, 10 more free memberships, Seb, man? Damn, I didn't even see that part. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the crew. You guys get those member-only videos. And, of course, supports the show. So I really appreciate it. You guys know what we do here. We promote all things GameStop. Plenty to talk about. Other things to talk about. Right now, the biggest news on the market is, you know, these Trump tariffs and then Trump avoiding Epstein questions. I mean, that's part of it, right? We'll talk about a couple of other updates and headlines. I named the show today, Edgar insiders were arrested, right? So if you guys are not familiar, there's this system called the Edgar system. Electronic data gathering, archive, retrieval system, whatever. I've talked about it plenty of times. So I had saw this report like 2 weeks ago. I forgot to bring it up to you. But I wanted to make sure you guys knew about it. 2 workers from the SEC Edgar filing agent face insider charges. They already got charged and they got prosecuted, from what I know. 2 men who work for private business that provide services for companies filing for the SEC Edgar system were charged with insider trading after alleged pocketing $1 million by stealing non-public information obtained through their jobs. What they were doing was they were getting press release, right? These press releases. They were getting them early. Before, you know, obviously before they actually put out to the press, you have to file a form. Maybe you file an 8K. They were getting the info. These dudes actually worked for the Edgar system. And they were going and buying securities days before, hours before, moments before. And they got caught. So Justin Chen and Jun Zhen, both of Brooklyn, New York, were charged with obtaining non-public information about companies like Purple Innovation Inc. and some others. I mean, they name them all here. And sure enough, these guys went in and they were making money. That between March and June, the pair engaged in a scheme to obtain information about the companies, which they announced they had entered into merger agreements that resulted in significant increases in the share price of each company's stock. You know, I want to tell you guys something. Just because 2 dumb employees got caught and they were made an example of does not mean that there are not other people out there that do this every day. There are people out there, hell, there's senators and representatives in Congress, right? All the congressmen and women of the United States, unfortunate Congress and government, they get the info way before we do on contracts, on deals, on ideas, and then they go invest on it, which it should be frowned upon. It should not be allowed. But this is the type of nonsense we deal with, you know, investing into this market. A lot of people like to point out all the manipulation of the market. Me personally, I mean, I can't even care to that degree. There are some sick people out here right now that are using public events as like grandstanding moments, and it's really unfortunate. You know, these children that drowned at this Camp Mystic in Texas. You read all these sob stories, all these sad stories about the family, you know, finally finding their kids or seeing their kids after they've been away for a while. But over 90 people have died in the floods in Texas. And you'll never believe, I was listening to an interview, and you'll never believe what they're doing now. Listen to this shit. It's going to rock you.
Rivers in the hill country.
I don't want to divert too much attention away from the loss of human life and the tragedy, but I am curious to get your thoughts. Having worked at NOAA, and seeing the budget cuts that have taken place over the last few months, not just at NOAA, but at other programs that are designed to monitor hurricanes, monitor weather and patterns, especially now that we are in hurricane season or getting into the heart of hurricane season. I am curious as to whether the United States, in your view, is going to be prepared for future weather patterns of this type of severity.
Given the budget cuts, this all stems from this administration cutting. This is what they're reporting on. What, National Weather Services? That's what you think this is right now. Bloomberg, you got to do better than this. You got to do better than this. Grandstanding on the fact that budget cuts are the reason there was floods in Texas and people died. Here, let's hear what this genius has to say about it.
Well, I mean, it does appear like the Weather Service was able to provide the warnings and forecasts that one would typically expect for this kind of.
So you're wrong. Okay, they did give out fair warning. They did their job. It wasn't because of budget cuts, but let's hear more bullshit about blaming the administration. This is awesome.
Event over the weekend. But having said that, there are a number of offices around the country that are significantly challenged as far as staffing because of some of the buyouts and firings that occurred earlier this year. So I'm definitely very concerned that as we go on through the summer, through the hurricane season, that the Weather Service is going to continue to be increasingly stressed. And, you know, we don't know exactly how much impact that might have had on this event, but it's certainly a problem for future events.
I mean, you guys are fucking kidding me, bro. Do you want to treat a hug? I'm serious right now. Rather than just dealing with the issue, the tragedies at hand, you want to blame somebody. Blaming that we don't have enough weathermen? I mean, what is it? We have meteorologists, right? Like every news channel I go to, some guy goes, hey, it's going to rain tomorrow. Okay. What is the problem? We need more people for hurricane season. How about I do this? How about I just have a cousin in the Bahamas? They'll tell me when the hurricane's coming this way. Yeah, bro, hurricane just passed us up. It's on its way. We don't have satellites? What is it that we need? We need more people. Hey, you know what? 40,000 stock analysts to analyze this market? No, we need 80. Because we need more analysts to tell me what's going to happen to this market when it does happen. Because I got to blame somebody. We just didn't have enough. It's the same thing. Oh, I think it's just so left side. Like, check out this lady. This lady was unbelievable. She made a video. I'm not going to play it. It's disgusting. A racist video about Sade Perkins. She got fired for inappropriate comments. I'm happy they all got washed away. Oh, it was all race-driven. It's garbage, man. I don't even know why I pay attention to the news. These big events are happening, right? Cabinet meetings today got announced. There's a cabinet meeting, emergency cabinet meeting. I'm waiting for something big enough to move these markets and them give me a reason to care. Like DeepSeek, right? When DeepSeek got released, everybody saw the market just go crap. You saw right now the tariffs that are going out are the same on April 2nd they are today. You have 36 for Cambodia, 36 for Thailand, Bangladesh 35, Serbia 35, Indonesia 32, Bosnia 30, Japan 25, South Korea 25. Bigger than, why isn't the market all the way down all-time lows right now? I'm trying to figure it out right now. You're gross, by the way. You guys want to know why? Listen to this guy right here. This guy right here has been in since the 80s. Private equity, distressed credit investing. How do you get out of the positions? Listen how you unwind your private equity position and what the LPs are asking of their general partners. Listen.
Curious, but on the deal front, I mean, because there was always this idea that those types of companies needed an exit path, either to an IPO or to be bought. And we have seen a lot of M&A activity where a public company is buying a private company, or in some cases, seeing two private companies combine. when we use the phrase exit path or whatever iteration of that, is that sort of a misnomer? Is that sort of the wrong way to look at it with these types of companies?
Yeah, what's interesting about the survey is that, and this is why the second quarter numbers was so helpful, is that our clients were saying that the exits they were expecting over the next 12 months were increasing. So I think it was 90% expected 2 or more exits this year, the next 12 months, and 3 more exits for about a third of our private equity clients. So that means that the pace is accelerating, in part because I think that people are recognizing the benefits of some of these, again, companies that are below the radar screen, companies that are more resilient no matter what happens with rates or tariffs, and companies that have higher growth paths. And so what's interesting for us as private credit investors is that the purchase price multiples remain for these businesses actually higher than they were in 2021. Because over the 4 years that we've seen these companies perform, the buyers are saying, oh my goodness, these companies are really resilient and I'm willing to pay more. Now, as a private credit investor, we have a lot of equity below us, therefore, and our average loan to value in the deals we're seeing is about 35%, which is very attractive.
I'm curious for new deals or even just trying to value your existing deals, and I think I posed this question to your partner a few weeks ago, Ken Kinsell, this idea of price discovery and how reliable that is in this environment, because even though I know these companies to a certain extent are somewhat insulated from some of these issues, but the noise out there certainly has an impact on investor sentiment. So whether you're talking about at the GP level or at the LP level, there certainly has to be some concerns about what I'm buying and am I buying at the right price?
Yeah, well, that's the beautiful part about dealing with private equity firms that have 20-year, 30-year track records as great investors. And they, in many cases, have operating partners that have identified these businesses not just because it looks attractive, but because they've actually got a relationship with the C-suite at many companies within that niche and have developed over time a thesis, an angle, an edge where they believe that they can invest in a way that is more attractive than, for example, a competitive business. So they've analyzed the upside and downsides of these companies in a way that provides them with real sense of certainty that price is going to hold off over the long run.
Only about a minute left, but I'm curious.
I don't even need a minute left. I don't know if you guys listened or heard or understand what was being said. This is private equity having a direct relationship with the C-suite. So they actually understand what they're buying and the price they pay for it. So every time you see a company being bought out or saved, that's exactly what they're talking about, 20 to 30-year track record, right? The things that are going beneath the radar right now, there's one company beneath the radar, and it's GameStop. We know this. GameStop is a unique investment because it's not in the S&P 500. GameStop's a unique investment because it's outside of the window, but under the radar, still has access to the bond markets. So when you still have access to the bond markets, you still have access to lenders, people willing to give you money, and you're like the diamond in the rough. They have to find the right multiple. They have to find the right price. And right now, why would I give any of my money to somebody like GameStop when you have a market that's up and to the right where I could be investing that capital in any Mag 5 company? Can't call it Mag 7 right now. It's just Mag 5. 5 companies running this whole damn thing. So as we're just going to go ahead and invest in the top 5 and let's play ring around the rosy, well, then you're looking at market breadth. Right, guys? If you guys are looking at it this way, you're looking at more advancers versus decliners? No. What you're looking at is the disparity from the whole market. You're looking at the top half that's really heavy. And the top half might be companies like those huge retail names, the top 3, the top 2. You might have a tech stocks that's just going to drag everything through it. Consumer discretionary is not going to be the darling. Just so happens I promote it, I talk about it, I live it because I think it's extremely undervalued. But you're not going to find somewhere on this market that's giving you $2 for the earnings we're giving you. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by this, GameStop currently has cash to share ratio of around 92% on price. So if GameStop's $20 a share and then here's the price at 23, guess what? I'm getting GameStop for $3. It's a discount, guys. It's an absolute discount. They can push it. They have this whole week to do it. But what are the things that have happened to GameStop over the last 6 months that didn't exist, just last quarter? Why is GameStop still $22? They're now $9 billion in the bank, $500 million on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at a price of 109, 108 today. The dollar's still the dollar. So to have a market cap of 10 billion, somebody posted in the Discord right now, and I thank you. It says to be financially stable, you need 10% cash adjacent to your market cap. So if your market cap is 10 billion, you need $1 billion cash, and then people will be like, yep, they're safe. They're financially stable. We know because we were at 10 billion 4 years ago. Market cap, easy, 4 years ago. And what did that mean? Well, we had $1 billion in the bank. We had $1 billion in the bank with no debt, and our market cap was 10 billion. 2 years later, 3 years later, we have $9 billion in the bank, and our market cap is 10 billion. Do you guys understand how crazy this is? How undervalued GameStop is right now. I will beat it over the head, guys. There's just no way on God's green earth you're going to tell me a company, I don't care if it were to launch a SPAC or an IPO launches tomorrow. If you had a brand new publicly traded company, brand spanking new, you don't know shit about it. All you know is they have $9 billion and they make $500 million a year. What's it worth, people? If I could leverage my cash 10 to 1, I should be a $100 billion company. That's first. Then I make $500 million a year. You get a multiple on that with 500 million shares. Your PE ratio is going to be what? Should be 50. If it's going to be $1 a share, that's what you're making. So let's just go to 50. Everybody else gets to trade at 50, right? No, it's just overvalued. Okay, well then tell me what the hell Palantir is at 650 PE ratio right now. And some people think it's warranted that. They deserve a $300 billion market cap. No, they don't. I have GameStop with double the cash and great earnings. Great business model. Fans like crazy, right? We all understand it. And it's at the cusp of everything. You're talking about the hottest thing in this whole market to buy. It's not Beanie Babies. It's not, I don't even remember what the other thing was. What were those things called? Chia Pets? It's not a Chia Pet. It's not a Beanie Baby. It's not Pogs and Slammers. Nope. It's Pokemon cards. And who sells the most Pokemon cards? At the right price, at the right time, the right environment, to the right person. It's the 6 rights of merchandise, guys. The 6 rights of merchandise. That's what GameStop has perfected. GameStop has gotten so strong on the 6 rights of merchandise that you can't even get it wrong. The right product, in the right condition, in the right quantity, to the right person, the right time, at the right price. Retail 101. Phenomenal stock to buy. At $22.73, you guys should be falling over yourself to get this damn thing. I bought $10 today. That's all I had. Don't mind me. I have bills. I'm living a life. But my YOLO update's $27,000 plus in that damn stock, and I think it's going to go up really high. I really do. And I have plenty of time to look at it and let it all play out. Marantz correction, we have 9.1 billion, maybe 9.3 after quarter 2. I'm familiar, Daniel. I don't count the money till it comes in. You know, I'm not Suge Knight. You guys don't know the story about Suge Knight? Suge Knight goes up and he tries to shake people down. I'll kill you, your mother. I'll hang you over the balcony. You're going to sign this contract. Vanilla Ice, Snoop Dogg. Met somebody like Akon. Akon comes out and says, hey, man, I'll give you the money when I got it. Ray J says, hey, man, they owe me $25,000. I'll give it to you when I got it. Suge Knight's still trying to get people to give him money. Hey, man, you owe me that money. Akon, you owe me that money. Akon's other little manager walks over and just push Suge Knight out. One punch. When they call him One Punch Man. Suge Knight woke up, started just ratting everybody. He hit me. I want to sue him. Real tough now, huh? Nah. That's the market. That's what I was talking about. If you guys don't understand the analogy. These guys out here trying to cash checks that haven't happened yet. Don't worry. We're doing great. Life's great. You know, there's this indicator that I was looking at. I'll show you some charts. Let's go educate ourselves on this market. All right, guys. Indicator I want you to look at is going to be EWJ. Okay? EWJ, the iShares ETF that tracks Japan. Whole bunch of Japanese companies. Okay? Pay attention. If they were at $75 and now they're down to 73, that's a downturn, right? We're looking at the same economy that everyone's bragging about right now, up and to the right. This thing's not up and to the right. It's actually angling down. We get it. Just in the short term. This is the impact of tariffs. EWY. This is Korea. Same thing. 72, going flat, was down yesterday all the way down to 69 and some change. This will be your get topped out. Hey, guys, these ETFs have all the companies from those countries. You might have had on the Japan one, you might have Sony, you might have Nintendo. Over here, you have Kia, Daewoo, LG, a lot of things to track, okay? So as I'm tracking these countries, I want to pay attention to EWJ and EWY because I want to see the impact of tariffs if they have any at all. Okay, that's just what I'm telling you, how I see it, how I'm tracking it. Hey, by the way, if GameStop has all this money and all this Bitcoin and all this, positive sentiment, I mean, the market's at 620, guys. You guys remember we talked about that? Like, this is like really good for you. Remember we talked about being the opposite of the market? If the market's at an all-time high, I mean, it's the top, dude. 626, 620, that's crazy. You know what's even more crazy? This company is at an all-time low. And I know people don't know how to read that or understand it, but watch this right here. I'm going to extend it. We're going to go extended. We're going to go right here into here. I can show you what GameStop's doing in this 1 year chart right here, from here to here. The craziest part is I just drew those lines, but look where it extends to. Look where it extends to. All the way to 64. The very support that came way, way back 5 years ago. Okay, guys? So if that, I didn't even have to draw it. It extended it on its own anyway. We're already here. From line to line, that's your support up and to the right over all these years. We went from 60 cents all the way to $9.95, all the way up here to $22 and some change. This is your bottom. The all-time low of this market is right now for GameStop. Yet the S&P is at an all-time high, the complete opposite of GameStop. It has to be. You have to hedge GameStop with something, right, shorters? You guys are short GameStop, you better be long something else. Because you're going to start selling off your blue chips. Remember, as the market comes down, GameStop goes up. And it's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. You'll see them push and push and push. They'll push GameStop down with the market. They'll push it down just to keep it even. But the more you buy in, guys, the more you keep buying it, the more they better keep pumping the whole market or start selling it off to pay for this. You got to close your positions, people. You got to do something. I've seen the volume. I've seen GameStop short interest as GameStop was pumping all the way up here, guys. All the way pumping to $35. You saw the short interest double from 40 million shares to 80 million shares. Boom. Knock it all the way down. This is not real. This price you see is not real, guys. Oh, the price might be real, but the value is just completely one-sided on one end for me. Maybe you guys don't think so, but, I seen, what did they put a halt on? They put a halt on Netflix right now. They said, don't buy it. It's too expensive. We know. I'm going to read some chat today. I'll get to it. I had some comments on my damn TikTok videos that I haven't fixed yet. I haven't finished yet. But we'll figure it out. I did. I don't know. I got to figure out my day. I still got to go to work. Still have things to do. I will be live tomorrow all day. Well, a good portion of the day. Put it that way. Here to say hi. Hit the like button. We'll play it back later. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate you. Both Democrats and Republicans blame the other party depending on who is holding office. Yeah, but do you understand how they're blaming them? It's not you just blame them. I mean, you actually have something to blame right now. Maybe you missed that part of the video. Watch it again. Man, YouTube is ass. No notification. Good thing I got it. The one on X. Good morning, Elitist and Colt 51. Yeah, Jesse, let me tell you, bros. As far as subscribers go and interactions, and somebody posted that chart about the YouTube channel or the Twitter account with the most engagement. My Twitter account probably had like 200 to 300,000 as far as engagement goes last month. I'd be at the top of the list. But they'll never post it that way. Never post it that way. Whoever posted the makeshift list that they made, I really don't care. I don't need to be part of their crew. Reese Politics. I don't know why people keep talking to me about him. I made a video yesterday just say this guy and then I guess he actually has an account on YouTube where he posted because I've never said this. I never said, and I was just like, bro, I've got the receipts. I already showed him. Where this guy openly promotes AMC. GameStop and AMC going to run up this week. Shit like that, bro. But I don't care. There's some people out there on Twitter that know who I am. And it worked out. But these guys are too busy, congratulating each other on the info or whatever they're talking about on Twitter. I don't want to get involved with that. I don't hang out with these guys. Crazy. As you, bro, we all crazy, man. Oh, cool. Cool. No, I'm trying to get to my Twitter or my TikTok, I'm sorry, for these questions that somebody was asking me. And I thought, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, somebody knows what they're talking about. We'll see. Let's see what it says here. It says, can you make a video about how the Packers are run? Don't really understand the whole thing. No, I don't really want to do that. I talked about Dave Temper and Appaloosa. I did talk about that yesterday on TikTok. If you guys are not familiar, he actually owns the Carolina Panthers. He's in private equity, distressed credit investing, and he's one of the worst guys ever. Private equity firms are the only ones that have the resources for these kinds of deals. Bus family still owns a percentage now. Here's another narrative, okay? Let's fix this right now. Maybe I'll make this video live. Can I just do this video live for you guys while I'm here? Okay, I'm just done with these people, man. These guys don't understand shit. Oh, here we go. Let's do it live. Hey, TikTok, I'm live right now on YouTube, but I got to make a video about this whole Genie bust, Lakers, great deal. Everybody talking about $67 million, and they sold for $3 billion, like the valuation, right, for her percentage. Just so that we're clear, guys, they spent more than $67 million on this team. Yes, they may have bought the team in the 70s for $67 million. How much money do you think they put into their team over the last 40 years? Shocker. It's more than $67 million. So you guys got to stop with this. They're so up. They're up billions and billions of dollars. You don't know what Dr. Jerry Buss was dealing with and how much he was using, or Genie Buss. You guys got to stop this, man. Educate yourself on business, how it's run, and how you don't make a single dollar on sports teams. Maybe it's like having a house. You're like, oh my God, I have all this equity. Great, sell it. Then you'll have some money. That's what Genie Bus did. Stop. Okay, well, you think people understood that video? You think they understand? They just, whatever, guys. No edits, no cuts, one take session. Yeah, that's what we do. GME is at 3K. I love it. We do still have $4 billion debt, technically. Yes, we do have $4 billion debt on convertible notes. Let me know how it all works out, Chris G. Okay? When you look at corporate debt, a couple things why you use these tools. I would say it this way. One thing about corporate debt is it's not a straight bond. There's no percentages tied to it. Secondly, there's no covenants, or else you would see new board of directors. You would see some type of sticky note, as in, hey, you can't do X, Y, and Z unless you check with me first. Nope. They got their money free and clear at 0%. Nobody does that. I've been looking around at all these deals. Nobody does it. You might have a couple of deals with MicroStrategies lately, but MicroStrategy is doing a $25 billion offering right now. They can't even sell it. So plenty of people out here that are leveraging their company. I think people are like waking up to the fact that these companies that are asking for bonds don't have cash, GameStop can cover every single one with cash. Not even have to do, shares and securities. Somebody asked me yesterday about this deal for, what's the company? It was going to be the new company that just went live, went IPO. Somebody type it for me. It was NVIDIA and not, goodness gracious. Somebody tell me this one from NVIDIA. My brain just went crazy. It's, they just went public. They're liars. They're with them. Somebody will type real fast. But not CrowdStrike. I don't know why I'm thinking about CrowdStrike. It's been in my head all day because they put a freeze on it. It's, what the hell, dude? I got to go type it in. Look at it. Wow. My brain, bro. It actually happened. I forgot. So, NVIDIA, new... and the newest one was CoreWeave. Hello. Goodness gracious, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are slow on the chat, too, by the way. Yeah, so CoreWeave did a deal where they bought... CoreWeave buys Core Scientific. This is what I talked about, okay? Now listen. CoreWeave, we understand. $10 billion of debt. They come in out the gate. They're private equity driven. They're invested by everyone on Wall Street to pump NVIDIA. Is that fair? Cool. Now, CoreWeave comes out last year with an offer for specific, right? For Core Scientific, I'm so sorry. And they offer $15 a share, $10 a share. They actually bought them out for $5 valuation-wise, but they used their own shares to do it. Guys, I'm sorry, but if you're using your shares to buy a company you had this company pegged out on value and price for 15, now you bought it for 5. And your whole structure is just debt. There is no profit to be made here in this company. That's not why you went public. This is going to be a terrible investment for people. They're using their shares as liquidity. Now you go, well, wait a minute. GameStop's doing the same thing by offering. No. Did you see the premium on GameStop's bond offering on the convertible notes? The premium is massive, guys. It's anywhere from 30% to 35%. And in addition to that, they're selling them at $29 a share. GameStop's $22 right now. They're up $7 a share on 145 million shares. Do that math for me. They're up $1.5 billion for free. If you ever knew how it really works. So, yeah, I have a huge problem, guys. Huge problem. Average chat, I guess. I have to go read this chat. Sorry, guys. These guys get excited today like they did yesterday. We beat down Al. He didn't know what he was talking about. Now we come out here. $9 billion deal. They have $9 billion in debt. Why the hell are you buying something that you can't afford? You're buying shit for $9 billion, CoreWeave? Like, you had to go public to confuse the people. You can't confuse me, by the way. You're thinking $73 billion instantly. $73 billion. Look at this. From $33 a share all the way to $154. This is what you want to buy? I would love to see assets, $21 billion, cash, $1 billion cash. They just bought something for $9 billion with shares. Their total liabilities are $18.79 billion. They've got $3 billion worth of equity. They have no cash because they got what's this? Retained earnings are at a loss of $1.79 billion. No, it's going to be a cold day in hell before this thing makes money. Never. And just so happens it almost has a matching flow to GameStop. Get this crap out of here. Total shareholder equity, $3 billion. That means they're trading 7 times book. Am I doing that? No, 22 times book. Because it's, 73. They're trading at 22 times book out the gate, guys. 22 times book. That's got to be crazy, man. And they're just using my $10 billion, $9 billion, no problem. Book value, $7 a share. Get out of here, dudes. You can't explain this to me, how these companies get the valuation that they have. No way that they're a $70 billion company. There's just no way. I'll stand on that till the day I drop. They're net $3 billion and they don't make any money. No profit whatsoever. They have basically zero cash compared to the deals they just wrote. Earnings per share are negative $1.57 a share. They have no PE ratio. Get out of here, bros. If that were GameStop, there would be 5,000 websites talking about it, saying it's the worst thing ever, it's overvalued, and how did you buy it, and why would you buy it? GameStop's like profitable, cash, everything, and doesn't go buy a company with shares. Marantz with the market correction, how does GameStop not get affected and the price doesn't go lower? Anthony, why? Why? So, GameStop right now is a profitable company. Right now. And it's actually short 80 million shares. I got to ask you, do you think there's 80 million shares out there to short? Like if we take away the insiders and we take away Roy and Kitty and we take away whatever you DRS'd and then whatever retail owns. I mean, this damn channel alone, right? I'm guessing we're good for $100 million. Ballpark. So what do you think would happen if you don't understand the other side of the trade? Like, you're talking about they have all these longs to offset shorts. If you ever looked at anybody's sheet, any hedge fund sheet, it says unrealized losses versus gains. It's a plus and a minus. And they actually equal each other. I don't know if you've ever seen that. They equal each other. Because they're delta neutral. They're hedged. So if you're going to have an 80 million share short position against GameStop, Wall Street, you've got to close that out and go positive if you're losing your collateral. Does that make sense? If the market comes down, they no longer have collateral. Call up Michael Jordan, ask him. Some guys don't understand when I say Michael Jordan lost his team because of GameStop, and they go, what do you mean? You can't hedge your basketball team? I'm like, what do you mean? How else do you think you've got money? You can go get a loan on your team. I can go get a loan right now from Fidelity on $27,000 worth of investments. Call them up. Hey, I got an account, 27 grand in there. Can I get a credit card for that? They'll give it to me. And I can go make that bet on something else. What happens when I lose? I get called. I got to make that bet. You know what they do? They liquidate my position. Hedging and putting longs on the market, whether it be Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, I'm long on the market. And as the market starts falling down, well, everything comes, right? It's going to be Costco. It's going to be Walmart. It's going to be some of those other big companies that are not considered Mag 7. Massive companies that have extreme PE ratios of 100 plus. Something like Palantir. A lot of hot air at the top. Right? Remember the bag of chips analogy? All that air in there is just profit, value, something. It's not real. It's whatever someone's willing to pay for it. So, as the top starts coming down in the market, they start losing their collateral, the longs. They have to close because they don't have the debt requirements. They don't have the collateral requirements to hold that short position. A lot of these short traders think they do. Melvin Capital, they needed $4 billion infusion to hold their short position against GameStop so they could exit accordingly. And they did exit. So if they exit or they swapped, where'd it go? Why don't they exist anymore? Why are they shutting down funds? Years ago this happened. You had banks close. Why did banks close? They were overexposed to this market. Everybody is leveraged. Let me tell you guys, man. When you build a company over the last 14 years, you've built an economy and a company. Whether it's a publicly traded company or the United States economy, you have built it for free. We did a decade and a half of free money. Covey light loans, bonds everywhere. People were ready to grow right out of the greater financial crisis. Bailouts, Fed printing money. Look at the Fed's holdings, what they're buying asset-wise. They were holding up to $8.8 trillion worth of shit. Like, they're selling off every day. We printed $6 trillion for COVID. So for this market to push to all-time highs, absolutely, the money has trickled to the top. I don't know why people don't get this part. You circulate those dollars, $1,600 at a time. It eventually gets from, the waitress to the electric company. Eventually gets all the way to the top, and then guess what happens at the top? Those companies invest money into the markets. You had free printout. What do you think? You think money got pulled and it's in somebody's coffee cup? They're like, yeah, it's in my coffee grinder, in my coffee can. I got these tins right here. I got cash in here. No, the shit's not in the bank. It's not here. It's in the market. It's at a different bank. It's at investment bank. So when it all starts selling off, because it's too heavy, and earnings don't match the market, that's your PE ratio. That's why it's so crazy. That's why I talk about it. GameStop is going to get closed in on their 10% of shares. You don't think so? GameStop's going to have a different identity than every other company out there. GameStop's identity is they have $9 billion cash. They make a profit, and they now have the option to do whatever they want with their money. Other people don't. Other people are going to get called to the table. Believe it. Get called to the table. Hey, what are we doing? We gave you this money in 2016, 2014. You didn't restructure. You owe us money right now. Go look at AMC. Look at them scramble. Scramble to make a living just to get to the next day. And these CEOs and chairmen of boards and all these C-suite guys, they're not looking to make the company profitable. They're not looking to take the sacrifice on themselves as, hey, man, we're going to have some downward revisions this year. No. They're all out there playing the same fucking game. Extend and pretend. Pretend everything's okay and extend all debt maturities out to as far as I can. Get this shit off my table right now. That is corporate America. Why? Because Tom, Dick, and Harry are collecting bonus checks, RSUs and PSUs, and they're enjoying their spring vacations and summer vacations. This has been the same run your whole life. But every reset that happens, and there are resets ready to go, every reset had a certain company or two or three reposition themselves for what happens now. When everyone's looking at the darlings of the stock market, and it was 1989, about to go into the 92 recession, you looked at the top 25 companies on the market, and 15 plus were Japanese banks and tech companies. They were on the cusp of everything in Japan in the 80s. They had your Walkman, they had your headphones, they had everything you could ever want. Somewhere in the 90s, you had one darling, Microsoft. They built computers with Intel chips. They get to win. But in 2001, when the dot-com bubble came and it burst and it popped, how many companies crumbled? Do you know how many people wrote off Apple? Everybody wrote off Apple. Nobody wanted a piece of Apple at all. One guy saw it. One guy. Ross Perot. Ross Perot comes out and says, you know what? I have these Perot systems. I want to sell them. I have the perfect guy, Steve Jobs. I want to hire him. He did great at Apple. I want him. And he got the blood going again for Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs goes, you know what? I'm going back to Apple. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. And we're going to come with these programs, these ideas, and we're going to make it work. And what rose from that to today, what you see, GameStop is Apple. I don't know why people don't understand, why they don't see it. It's not about, hey, they have this invention, they have this product. No, it's not that. It's just how resilient you have to be. One, you have to believe. Two, you have to have a plan. Don't share it with the world. Just execute it when it's time. Year in and year out, do the right thing, and then these opportunities happen in front of you. Think about yourself. I go to work. I'm true to my life and my wife and my job. You. I'm talking about you, not me. You. You're a better person every day that you try. And guess what happens? All of a sudden, these opportunities show up in front of you. And you go, you know what? I'm going to capitalize on these. And I am a victim or I am a symbol of my choices. Awesome. GameStop's that. GameStop chose not to do random deals with dumb shits. Oh, look around you guys. Yeah, rumors fly. Lies fly. Who cares? You don't let the outside noise distract you. You keep doing what you're doing, and you make the right call every time. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, everyone will see just how big this thing is. That market will reset. When the market comes down, guys, it's going to come. Who cares? Hopefully you're invested into things that are on the opposite side of this market. That neutral position. The neutral position right now happens to be they want to short GameStop. Great, short it. If you don't think that they're short GameStop or that they've crumbled this damn company, then you're just blind. You haven't seen the market. Like every day I walk in here and I look at this chart and I go, you've got to be kidding me. Like, look at this chart, guys, for a minute. Talk to me for a minute, okay? Hear me out. GameStop has the greatest quarter that it's ever had as it runs into December to January, comes out, and they're a profitable company in 2024. In 2024 and 2023, this time frame right here, this whole stretch, GameStop made $6 million. Oh, they're profitable. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and go up now. We end the year all the way over here. This is where we ended the year. On the uptick, we end the year, and GameStop made $131 million for the year. Massive improvements. Do you know what happens to the company? It gets shorted on down to the ground. We buy it back. Our insiders buy it back this quarter right here. Bought it back all the way to the top. Everyone's repositioning. They understand. And then the shorts tripled down. They tripled down and took the stock from 35 all the way to 20. Ryan Cohen bought back in. Alan Adel bought back in. Jim Groupie bought back in. Do you name it? Larry Chang bought back in. Everybody says, this is crazy. These prices don't make sense. I'm going to buy in and I'm going to ride this thing all the way to the top. The value's here, guys. The manipulation of the stock, absolutely. That's what they do. But the part that gives it away is that indicator OBV. The on-balance volume, as we go over here, shows you that, yeah, you might short the stock from here to here, but what does that really do? You shorted the stock 300 million shares. It was crazy, wasn't it? The volume that you've never seen just all the way to the ground. And guess what? Bought it right back. You're still positive almost 9 billion on the weekly. On the monthly, what are you? Everybody's bought in and they're holding across and increasing because when you look at the quarterly, it's the giveaway. You can't lose. They can't handle what's coming to you. We have increased from the days of they halted the stock. We've increased our percentage 30, 40%. We're over 20 billion, guys. We're at 20 billion shares on on-balance volume from 15. Please do your homework. Please understand where we're headed. We drew this purple line months ago. Guys, when I tell you months ago, we're talking about like when it was this tick over here. Go look at my videos from a year ago. Drew this purple line months ago. And guess what happens? We're playing right into it. We're going to go up. Hey, there's going to be a tick. Hey, man, next week, man, we're down. We're down, Marantz. We're below the purple. We're right on the purple. Look at the weekly. We're right on the purple. You might ride it. You might ride right into it. Don't lose your conviction. Because what this chart doesn't show you, what these support lines don't show you, that I'll always show you, it doesn't show you how much GameStop's making. Why is it not equivalent? Why is GameStop not going up with Bitcoin? Why is GameStop not running neck and neck with their own earnings? $6 million 2 years ago, 131 this year. Do the math. You're up at least, 24 times? I'm not good at math. 24 times on earnings alone, net earnings? Great. Hey, they're not operationally positive, Marantz. Did you look at it? Am I the only one who's looking at it? See, what's happened after all these years about never losing conviction, right, Endgame? What's happened after all these years that I've been talking about GameStop, the bearish stance, that means the negative outlook from Wall Street, and the meltdown. Hey, meltdown, how you doing, babe? Your bearish stance has been slowly dissected and torn apart. I'm a vulture. I'm flying over you, and I'm just picking at your carcass. Everybody's paper hands. Boom. We got that one out of there, didn't we? OBV's up. Just keep, okay. GameStop doesn't make a profit. Boom. They make a profit. There we go. I eat your eyeballs out, kid. All right. GameStop's not operation positive. Oh, there we go. Kicking your ass. GameStop has no growth. Oh, GameStop's up 22%, all the way to 22% of total revenue on collectibles, up from 14% the previous year. Oh, man, just killing it on that. The categories that are up, right? You just go in there and go, oh, GameStop, yeah, they're not a good business. These guys, they only make money. What do they say? They only make money because they close their stores. Gross profit margin went from 22% in 2022, quarter four. They were at 16% on gross profit margin. They are now at 34.5%. More than double. Holy shit. Okay, so GameStop's out here just pecking, bro. Just getting it. Woody Woodpecker's out here, bro. We're just hitting our head on that shit over and over. I don't mind. I don't mind one bit. Matter of fact, I get excited 90-day cycles here. From one quarter to the next, I'm like, yo, I can't wait till these numbers come out. Because I see improvements every single quarter. Since I've started YouTube 4.5 years ago, I have seen improvements from GameStop every single quarter. When I don't see improvements, and I don't see them getting better, then I'll have something to say. Negatively, maybe. Who knows? Maybe we need to hire somebody. I've always seen improvements, and I'm going to continue to do that. Wrong question. Oh, what was the question? Marantz, win back over 25. Hopefully never. I hope it never gets over 25. I mean, how can I be this selfish? I want this stock to stay right where it's at forever. I want to keep buying it. I'm not asking for anyone to save me. I don't need help on this investment. All those narratives don't really exist, do they? Meltdown, I'm asking you. I'm the guy who buys a share every day or puts in what he can every day, right? So there you go. Should been went over 1,000. Yeah, I mean, think about it, guys. I'll also tell you this, like I always say, and you can wear the shirt. If we were wrong, we would have been wrong by now. Let that sit in. Just let it marinate for a minute. From 1 year to the next, GameStop was $9.95 in 2024. It is now $22.70, $22.50, whatever the hell it is today. We're up huge. Keep going. Keep going. I'll see you in another year from now when GameStop actually has a full fiscal wrap of these earnings, of this interest that they can collect of $9 billion in the bank. I mean, it just gets so much better. And every quarter we're going to offer and people are going to buy in every quarter. I'd love to see it. But that's how it works as far as pricing goes. Anthony asked a question, Marantz, with a market correction, how does GameStop not get affected and the price doesn't go lower? Things do go up. They got to relieve the pressure somewhere. You see, you can move the risk, but you can't eliminate it. So they can move it around, swap it around, put in other things. They can't get rid of it forever. Stop that cash BS, GameStop. Still has a ton of debt and more shares to be issued. Okay, Chad. I don't think you understand how this works. But I wish you the best of luck. Debt. Like, you know what debt is? Debt, it's kind of like I told this guy once. This one guy, he was talking shit to me once. And I'll never forget this. Some guy who measures himself based off of how much money they make. Or how much money they I guess, I don't know. Comes to me like, yeah, man. Why don't you pay off that bill? You got the money, pay off the bill. What's up, bro? And I'm like, oh no, I don't pay that bill. I don't pay that bill. They could call me till the sun comes up. I'm not paying it. They can wait too. Wait till it falls off on my credit report. I don't care. I'm not paying it out of principle. I have these principles, right? The craziest part is I've always had the cash to cover every bit of debt I own. So I'm like, I got the cash. The only cash I don't have is for the house. But I could pay off my cars tomorrow, cash, if I wanted to. I can pay for anything in front of me, cash. I choose not to. Choose to leverage myself responsibly, the smart way. But I have enough. Sure. I just say no. Let me keep working it the way I'm working it. Let me keep doing my system. My system works for me. GameStop issuing shares, yet they have the cash to cover every single dollar that's been given to them. And do you know why they have the cash to cover? Why it's not debt? Because it's free. It's at 0%. Didn't cost them anything. Someone just walked over and said, here, hold this $4 billion, GameStop. We'll come back to you in 7 years. We'll see what you're all about. You think they're just giving away billions of dollars? You think that's just it? They gave away billions of dollars just to make 0%. Chad, I hope they give out all the convertible notes they can. Because it's something you can't do. Could you imagine going up to family members and friends and be like, hey, give me $2,000 a day, man? I need $2,000 right now. I'll pay you back in 7 years, though. No, I'm good for it. 7 years from now. Oh, man, you're going to forget, bro. Shit, I need that $2,000 today. My investors want that money back today. Nope. You might be patient, but you choose to stand against the big guys. You should have never done that. Who's the big guys? Why are you worried about me? Obey the order. What the hell? What? Chad, the average investor. You ain't lying about that, bro. Holy hell. I choose to go against the big guys. You reminded me of some guy I once knew. He said, you really going to invest and hold out this long, forever? I said, forever. What is this trading sideways stuff? You betrayed your maker. Roaring Kitty is your maker, not Ryan. I don't even know. Bro, I don't know why people don't believe me on this. Roaring Kitty did not motivate me to buy GameStop. You guys got to stop believing this movie, Chad, or stop promoting it that way. The movie Dumb Money is a movie. It's not like people go, man, that Roaring Kitty, bro. If you're in, I'm in. It's not how it happened. People are actually educated. Like, would you ever give people credit? Meltdown is real. Yeah, you're melting down right here on the chat. CRE collateral, too. Oh, Good luck. Well, that commercial real estate is real. The reason why GameStop isn't at $10 right now is, see, this is the shit we're talking about. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because like GameStop didn't do an offering at 21, 22, 29. They didn't do that. They absolutely did. That's why their value's up, because people are buying them. Ryan Cohen's doing everything for GameStop right now. Partnerships, executing. You guys got to stop this bullshit. Even Roaring Kitty says, I'm invested into GameStop because maybe Ryan Cohen's not a complete idiot. But you are, Chad. Chad, matter of fact, you'll never talk in this show again. That sucks for you. Invest in actual companies that make profit. I totally agree with that. Called GameStop, right? Right? Give me one that I should invest in. How about this, Chad? Go make another account and come back in here and tell me, I'll challenge the whole chat right now. Come back in and tell me a stock that I should invest in. Name it. And then we're going to compare. I'm all about this cult. And GameStop, absolutely, because I can. It is not $10 a share because of me, because of you, because of all of us. If GameStop issues shares to cover the bonds at a lower conversion price than the thank you, be $569 million at 9 and change billion in cash. That's about $16 a share. Thank you. You can convert pretty good there, can't you? Great to be back and see you live, King. Thank you. GameStop isn't worth 50 PE. Why? What is? It's not that it's worth 50 PE. That's just what it is. Do you understand what PE ratio means? Price to earnings ratio, meaning the price of the stock dictates the actual multiplier. So it should only trade, what, 15 times? They make a profit. They have $9 billion cash. You have the sum of all parts. They have Bitcoin. They have free cash flow. They have profits, and they have assets. They beat out every single company. Dollar for dollar, metric for metric. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. There's not a single thing you can tell me that makes it right in your eye. No, there's no way. GameStop's doing, I don't even think people know this, but GameStop's, their 10Q that they posted after quarter one, they started including information they've never included before. And I think they did that for a reason. I think they did that because if you can actually read, which obviously this average guy can't, but if you could read, Chad, you would see that GameStop's extremely profitable. And then they found their investors of $4 billion. Like, that's how profitable they are. This guy says, you ain't even a GameStop fan, bro. Name checks out. Yeah, I'm not even. I gotta make sure I have this tattoo on my arm just to make sure. The other day he said something about Nike, but I was half listening. Oh, bro, don't half listen. Let's go check it out. Nike on the tariff concerns. Is that it? Nike's phenomenal. Nike was down at $51. I go, hey guys, I like Nike because earnings are coming. It was already at 60. Boop! Out of the zone. You would have made tons of money if you listen to me. But what do I know? I don't know much. I just only buy GameStop, guys. I don't buy anything else. That's Nike. Was down here and I was talking about it. People were here when I said it. And now it's up here. Gapped up right after earnings. I wonder how. Man, that's crazy, dude. I don't know how that guy does it. How's that guy do it? It's great. These prices here, though, these are phenomenal prices. GameStop, we can't go below 22, man? Come on, dude. I mean, you guys Do something here. This George W. here. Double bottom, touch, and go. Love it. Love what GameStop's doing. I can't get enough. Look at this shit. Ever since the average Chad came in here and started talking, GameStop started going green. Keep talking, average Chad. What is with Blackstone's tactical opportunities, tech ops, is involved in the past? I was reading something on that. That actually came up in one of my damn articles that I was reading. I don't know. Celsius owned Core Scientific, more than $7 million at the time. Core Scientific bankruptcy filing. Oh, cool. So now, are we pointing at expensive companies and trying to justify GameStop? Any of them, go for it. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing, Chad. That's exactly what we're doing. I'm just letting you know there's no company like GameStop. Like, you couldn't find me another one to mimic it. You couldn't find me another company with $9 billion cash that makes a profit and that has the following we do and the small float we have and that's shorted over 10%. You couldn't find it. Reported short, by the way. I've looked. I've tried. Thank you so much for the super chat there, Freddie. Freddie with Team 51. Freddie's a killer, bro. But Chad, the average investor. Michael Venuti, anything but meme stocks. Oh, now you think you know people's names. Yeah, cool. Anything but meme stock. GameStop's not a meme stock. Marantz, thank you for the live as always. Come send me that. I love the family, brother. Thank you. Got to work and listen. No problem, man. They hide their non-performing loans. I haven't even seen that part. Yo, what's happening, Marantz and the crew? Oh, we're doing it. They push GameStop down. But then they let, what is that, Pro-K? Go from 60 cents to $4 overnight. Not fair. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what anything does. My local news mentioned that Michael Jordan is renting his mansion Airbnb style for $100,000 for a month. Dude needs money. Not only does he need money, he went and got a job. He went and got a regular job doing commentating on sports. The greatest basketball player of all time that's a billionaire wants to travel the country and be courtside for these basketball games. No sleep. All bullshit, not be around family, nothing, just that's what he wants to do. He's a terrible grandparent, I bet. That's a terrible life to live. GameStop's identity, oh, man. Yeah, because that's the GameStop identity you gave him, right, Chad? You're welcome, Anthony. I know it's a recession because my brother is buying a house. Last time he bought was 2007. That's funny, bro. Oh, that's funny. All right, well, we'll buy it after. How about that? Oh, man. They also got them on eToys in 2000. Man, I'm all in. Thank you, Frank. Me too. I love everybody making fun of my investments while they just spend their money. They ain't getting shit from me when the time comes. Oh, bro, my phone will be off. You guys think I'm joking. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Finally off to work. Enjoy work, brother. I got to go eat anyway. I got to eat. I'm getting hungry right now just standing here. I got time. How can anyone lose conviction? I agree. How about 313 2 years ago and 444 million flip? Yes. The flip is going to be awesome. Beyond that, just the 131 you see, it's going to be crazier than that, Carter, because it's worse. This year is going to be such a big year for profits. I know a guy that measures his worth in cologne. That's terrible. The question is, whose car are we taking? Yep. Taking down to $20. Nice. Freddie is always a beast. You're telling me, man. Marantz, what's my future looking like? Foot Locker got bought out by Dick's. Is it time to jump ship? Oh, God. I just want to tell you, I told everybody about Foot Locker years ago. Once I found out that their CEO and chairman of the board at the time was Mary Dillon, a former senior consultant for KKR. You guys got to know what private equity is and how they do it, carving out assets. Dick's is the winner. Dick's is the winner in the sporting goods, area, and shoes and all that nonsense. Costco's the winner in retail. Amazon's the winner in e-commerce. If you want to beat them, you better have a good plan. And right now, we've got a good plan. So my stomach's growling. Means I got to get up out of here. I got to go eat. Shout out to the Japan 30-year Treasury bond. It soared above 3%. You guys need to be careful what's going on over there in Japan. I'm just letting you know. Jensen Sung has now sold more than $115 million worth of shares over the past 2 weeks. Shocker, considering NVIDIA's at an all-time high. So we know who sells at the top. We know who doesn't believe in their own company. And it's not like he needs the money. The guy's already a multi-billionaire over the last year of selling shares. Tesla fell below its 200-day moving average, which it should have. Which is not a problem. Yeah, so 3% on Japan's 30-year is massive, guys. Do you guys know how the carry trade works? Let's ask that question. So the carry trade stems from money in America, 2022. Interest rates started going up. Okay, money was free during COVID, so you had all this money in American markets. And what they'll do is, if you're like ultra wealthy, right, you have crazy money. I'm talking about billions and billions and billions of dollars. You will take your money out of the U.S. markets, and you will take your cash, and you will go put it in Japan's market, because Japan has a 30-year yield at 30-year bond, and it was like at 0% for a long time, or 0.25, like very low. You weren't going to lose anything. The minute Japan raises rates, people start getting margin called because they're actually operating on the fact that Japan's at 0.25, not 1%. Japan over the last year has gone from 0.025 all the way to 3%. Guys, every time Japan goes up, you better hang on here. You better hang on, because people are going to have to move money off of those markets. And if they want to bring it to this side, I mean, their collateral's gone. They have collateral in Japan for their positions. They're not going to have it. Somebody has to go down. Conagra Brands, Chief Boy RD, sells company to private equity for $600 million. Of course, I already told you that's private equity. Come on, Marantz, you know the Big Five. Big Five is the true winner. Oh, stop that shit. No, Big Five is going to win nothing. They got to stop trying to sell me all these Spalding shoes. That's what they got to do. Okay, so we got that one. We got that one. Got that. Oh, let's go look at GameStop.com before we go home, before we take off. Here's the website, guys. My favorite website, GameStop. Still Super Anime Week. Cool. Go out there, shop, do your thing. Me personally, I should go to GameStop today anyway. I'm going to go down there right now. I'm going to get dressed and go. I'm already dressed. I just got to finish getting ready. So, 8,000 cards? 8,140 cards right now. Great catalog to choose from. Get in there. Find out what you guys want. Me, I just type in the word Kobe. Looking for Kobe rookie cards, always. And let's see. No Kobe card. Oh, right here. It's not a rookie card, so no, I won't be buying it. It's 98. I need 1996. So, there you go. I just collect them. Gave one to my mom already. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. You guys have fun. I'm going to get up out of here. I got things to do today, people to see. Today, another day of repeating myself, telling you just how great GameStop is and how undervalued it is compared to the rest of the market. You guys will see Bitcoin go up. According to all this information I've been getting, it should be going up this whole next month, all the way through until September. Looks good for GameStop. I'd say after July 20th, right? Is that what the DD said? Jay sent it all to me. After July 20th, 22nd, somewhere in there, Bitcoin should be going to all-time highs. So we'll see how it goes. Most undervalued company in the world. GameStop. Yes. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. Shout out to Willie Volvo. You mean Bobo? May God bless with continued health. Yeah, he's doing good right now. Good to see you back at 100%. I'm doing great, Frank. My eye's feeling better. I do have a doctor's appointment follow-up on Thursday. But I also will tell you this. My pops is going to be out of town. He's not going to be around. So you can see me very busy. Got to go cut grass. Got to do things at his crib because, you know, I take care of my father. Wow, shocker. But love that man. I hope he figures it out. Whatever he's going to go do, he's going to have a good time. He's on vacation again while he's trying to live. He's really good health right now. He got his sugar under control. He got his speech back. He got his motor skills back. I'm very happy. That makes me happy. Rest of this, shout out to the wifey. Working, grinding. Shout out to you guys. Keep doing the same. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Ignore all of that that Star Wars music I started the show with. I'm not one of those Star Wars geeks. You might be. All you guys might be. I'm just not. I promise you. I haven't watched a full Star Wars movie in years. I don't know what they say. I'm nothing. I'm not. I follow what I follow. I gotta go. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace.